why Greg Popovich was talking about when Shaq gets it down there, you got to go at him, make him pass the ball, and rotate out.
Kobe Bryant tonight has played 39 minutes. Shaq has played 40 minutes. Both players are over 30 points tonight. Oh, and a crash, a collision with Ginobili and Fisher. As they were both leaping for the loose ball, Ginobili will pick it up.
See, he was going to steal the tip. He read where Shaq was going to tip it. He tried to get back there and just couldn't quite get there soon enough. I tell you, the more I watch this Ginobili, the more I fall in love with him as a player. He is reckless. He's tough. He's fearless. He's getting into that trash talking a little bit now with Gary Payton. I'm sure that Pop does not want him to do that because Gary will win that battle.
5 fouls on Ginobili, a career night tonight with 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. The points to the paint, staggering lead for the Lakers there.
60 to 32. I mean, it's amazing this game is even in overtime. Plus 28 for the Lakers.
Spurs have made 27 free throws. Lakers have made 18. And the Spurs have hit 6 threes. The Lakers have hit 3 3-point shots tonight. Karl Malone, Derek Fisher. And it's back to Malone, guarded by Rose. Boy, he has missed badly on 2 successive shots.
He's been out of the flow of the offense. He's 5 of 15, but I think he's only taken about 2 shots the entire second half.
It's Rose trying to double.
They're going to double off Jason Hart right now. They're going to make Jason Hart make a jump shot.
Ginobili trying to squirm his way free. Across the lane. 29 for Manu Ginobili.
I'm really shocked that the Lakers are not helping off of Jason Hart. You got to make him make some jump shots, Kevin.
That was the first San Antonio field goal in 5.5 minutes. A long drought.
Ginobili's got to be very careful with his fouls.
Here comes Shaquille O'Neal trying the double. Outside, Kobe for 3. Caught by Ginobili. Rebounding in the game. Lakers are plus 10. Bowen was kicked by Payton.
Ginobili on the drive. See, Derek Fisher's right there. I'm surprised he just doesn't go down and attack him and make him kick that ball out to Jason Hart. Ginobili's the guy right there. You got to make him be a passer.
Here comes Kobe Bryant. Lakers are shooting 45%. Same shooting percentage for the Spurs. Great pass to Malone from Payton. What a pass by Gary Payton inside to Karl Malone.
Well, he got the double team, and Karl Malone just slashed right to the basket. Made it look very easy.
Payton's got 6 assists tonight. Ginobili, career night. And Jason Hart.
You know what? I got to give the young guy credit. He stepped up and made the shot. Now, this is a guy who 10 days ago was not even on this team.
He was on the street as a free agent. 6 of 10 from the field and 14 points for the Syracuse Orangeman, Jason Hart. It's Shaq across the lane, sweeping inside. Out of bounds up Los Angeles. You got it, baby. Kevin George is fouled out. They got 4 on Malone and 4 on Payton. Aside from that, they're pretty clean.
Critical guy, though, for the Spurs is Ginobili. He has 5 fouls. He's got to find a way to stay on the floor here. They cannot win this game if he fouls out.
Lakers have 15 turnovers, and the Spurs have 13 turnovers, and a pretty sizable advantage, plus 11 on the glass for the Lakers. 52 rebounds to 41.
See what the Spurs get coming out of this timeout. Popovich wants to get a good offensive possession.
Here's Nesterovic with 14 points tonight and 9 rebounds. Ginobili with 29. And he'll stay there. Rose, offensive rebound. Inside dives. Picked up by Karl Malone.
Well, they ran a great play. Ginobili got a wonderful shot, and then Rose just missed a point-blank putback.
17 rebounds for Malone. 14 rebounds by Shaquille O'Neal. Here's Shaq, who also has 33 points. Fisher looking for the top.
Derek Fisher. How many times have we seen cool, calm, collected Derek Fisher?
Screen by Rose. Ginobili down the lane, a foul. got that quick first step, doesn't he?
Well, he's a lefty, too, and he's a little bit awkward, as I said before, but he's quick. Watch him use this sort of a change of pace dribble. Lakers slow getting over. There's the foul by Malone. Shaq did get the shot blocked, but too late. But every possession now for the Spurs, they've got to knock these free throws down.
Malone, 5 fouls, and here is the former Italian League Player of the Year. He's also the Italian League Slam Dunk Champion and the #1 European player that came into the NBA a season ago.
He reminds me a lot of Sharunas Marciulionis, who played for Golden State. Strong, quick, left-handed.
Good comparison. Kobe Bryant has put in 30 points. Screen by Malone. Shot clock is down to 4. Kobe over Bowen. Great defense by Bruce Bowen. Deflected out of bounds.
Now how much time is on the shot clock?
That's right, they're going to have to reset because 2 seconds.
Watch it here. The ball gets excellent defense by Bruce Bowen. You see the spin taken off the shot just enough.
Good call, too, by official Mark Davis.
I think they try to lob the ball right to Shaq underneath the basket. There's Fisher out here behind the three-point line.
2 on the shot clock. Into Shaq, held by Nesterovich. And they'll put O'Neal, who is 9 of 13 at the free throw line.
It's a pretty good option, isn't it? Just to sort of throw the ball up to Shaq. He goes up with one hand and sort of palms it.
Wow. When you play like the Spurs are tonight without your big guns and play this well against an undefeated team like the Lakers, it's got to do a lot for your confidence.
It's called growth.
Fisher. Here comes Shaq.
Third shot opportunity.
Bryant for the lead. Kobe Bryant has given the Lakers a lead of 107-106.
See, that's where you miss Duncan. I mean, obviously in so many different ways, but being able to get the defensive rebounds. I think that's about 20 offensive rebounds now for the Lakers.
Ginobili. Kobe fouls him. Inside collides with Shaquille O'Neal. And Shaq picks up number 3. He is fearless, is this Manu Ginobili.
He's got one thing on his mind. He doesn't even see Shaq. Look at his eyes, right at the basket. That's a hard foul by a big man, and Ginobili didn't even blink.
Can't look either way, and it's 8 of 9, now 8 of 10 free throw shooting for the second-year NBA player.
That's why you have to take fouls. You can't allow layups. You've got to make players make free throws under pressure. Fatigue, pressure, it all adds up.
Ginobili last year, 74% from the line. This year, 87% from the free throw line. Spurs are only 6 of their last 11 from the stripe tonight. That was how they got that lead on Los Angeles most of the game. Fisher. For the lead. Derek Fisher nails another one, taking the place of the fouled out Devin George. Fisher off the bench, 32 minutes, 11 points. He is putting 4 overtime Laker points tonight.
Well, Greg Popovich wanted a foul on Derek Fisher. Jason Hart tried to take the offensive foul, went down, and Fisher buries the shot, and the Spurs fans just cannot look. Heartbreaking, still a lot of time.
Exhibit 3 more three-point shots than Los Angeles tonight.
Lakers 64 of their 109 points in the paint. You think they missed Duncan?
Wow. 64 to 34. Incredible advantage. Ginobili, Malik Rose, and the Shaq.
Phil Jackson cannot be happy with his team's defense. Kevin, and one thing, we had the little soundbite with him, and he said, we got to stop fouling. This will be the 37th and 38th free throw attempts of the game for the Spurs. The Lakers normally a team that doesn't foul as much.
Rose is 8 of 10 from the free throw line tonight. 5 fouls on Gary Payton. who has brought texture and leadership to this Laker team. One more free throw and we're tied again with 50 seconds to play in overtime.
Watch Kobe Bryant on this play. He's going to try to shuffle cut to the post and get in the post against Bruce Bowen.
It's Payton. Snaps it outside to Karl Malone, who's taken one horrendous shot late in the game after another. It's out of bounds. It's off the Lakers, and the Spurs are inbound with 35 seconds left in overtime, and we're tied at 109.
Well, that could have been a foul on Shaq. He came over the top of Ginobili. That would have been 2 free throws, and it would have given the Spurs a 2-for-1 possession. Someone better come up here and help Jason Hart.
Full court pressure by Los Angeles. We've had 4 ties in overtime. Fisher is on Hart, who already has committed an 8-second violation tonight, but gets that cleanly past the midcourt stripe. Kobe's on Ginobili. Nice fake by Manu Ginobili to get free for 2. Here comes Payton, the final seconds in a tie game in overtime.
No timeout for the Lakers.
Kobe Bryant, guarded by Hart. Kobe for the lead. Over the backboard. They're going to put 1.4. Now they're going to change it again. I don't care how much time they're going to put on the clock.
Well, Jason Hart does a nice job of contesting Kobe's outside jump shot. The ball goes over the backboard. The Spurs will take timeout and advance it. Kobe very upset, thought he had a chance to win the game with that jump shot.
So the Lakers have had 2 tries, one by Malone and one by Kobe Bryant to put this on ice. They have added 0.3 of a second, so 0.7 with which to work for the San Antonio Spurs.
Kevin, I think we would admit that early in the season, we've seen some tough basketball games in terms of teams not shooting well, some low-scoring games. This has been all that's been advertised. I don't think either one of us expected this tonight with the injuries to the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, can the Spurs go into another overtime? Where are they getting this energy from right now, playing so shorthanded?
Yeah, we wondered before the game how they're going to manufacture points without Tim Duncan, but then you touched on something at the top of the broadcast about the mental side of the Lakers. Taking on a team without their 2 big guns, the point guard Tony Parker and the 2-time MVP Tim Duncan. Has that, in your mind, played a role with the Lakers' mind tonight?
No, I don't think so. I think what Phil would have liked to have done, I think he would have liked to maybe jumped on the Spurs early to discourage them. That didn't happen. But I think the Spurs are playing a magnificent game. I think the Lakers have played a terrific game. It's a shame one of these teams is going to have to lose this game, and the Lakers are going to get on a flight and head down to New Orleans, probably get in about 3 or 4 in the morning and have to strap it on again tomorrow night and play.
And they've got a 4-1 first-place team down there that is playing very well for new coach Tim Floyd.
Now, 0.7 of a second, you have enough time to catch and shoot. At 0.3, it's only a lob. At 0.7, you can catch it, probably get 1 bounce in and a shot.
So who takes the shot for the Spurs?
I got to get it to Ginobili.
He's had a career high tonight. Timeout. Lakers showed their defense. A 20-second Spurs timeout with 0.7 remaining in overtime on the tie at 109.
I'm tired and I haven't even played. Look at Tim. It's dancing around there.
Bad ankle and all. You know, with Robinson gone, and of course in the past they've had Terry Porter and Steve Kerr and Danny Ferry, a lot of guys in that locker room that provided leadership. Now I think it really rests squarely on the shoulders of Tim Duncan.
And he said he's going to be more of a leader. He's going to be more vocal. He knows that he has to assume that responsibility. And I think he's welcome to that challenge. Our question is, can the Spurs get a shot off here against this Laker defense?
Who's falling on bound? For the win, Ginobili. We go to our second overtime.
They ran a great play.
Oh, it was a good shot.
It was a great shot. I mean, Ginobili gets a wide open look with 0.7 of a second go. You can't ask for anything more than that other than the ball going in the basket. He ran a great play. He comes off the screen. The Lakers don't switch.
We go to our second overtime in San Antonio. But Kobe Bryant has gone to every Spurs player with a slap on the backside, and he looks as fresh as a daisy. I don't know where he's getting it because his conditioning was a concern. He's played 45 minutes in the game already as we enter this second overtime. Malik Rose diving inside the lane with a foul.
Well, I think the new construction of the Laker team has helped Kobe. He does not have to fight pressure so much. He's been able to, not bring the ball up as much, play away from the basketball so he doesn't have to work so hard, and I think it shows in how fresh he is right now.
Russell picks up the foul. Double free throw shooting tonight for the Spurs. 31 of 38. For the Lakers, 18 of 29. Injured Tim Duncan, out 1 to 3 weeks. Sprained an ankle a couple nights ago. No starting point guard Tony Parker. In fact, as we mentioned before, San Antonio Spurs have gone through 5 different point guards since they opened camp. But they're all out because of injury, except the guy playing tonight, Jason Hart.
I think Tony Parker will probably be back next week before they have to take off for that East Coast trip.
Nice pass, Shaq to Kobe. Inside, contorts for 2 and a foul. Great pass by Shaquille O'Neal with his 5th assist, his 16 rebounds, and his 33 points. An overall great performance again by Shaq inside and finding Kobe, who puts in 34.
Well, when you double team, you're going to leave somebody open. And Shaq is a great passer. That's the Lakers' 67th point in the paint.
Going to Starovich, Rose, Jason Hart, Manu Ginobili with a career night, the 5 on the floor for the San Antonio Spurs. It's Hart for 2 and uncovered. Bryant out there with Russell, Payton, Fisher, and Shaquille O'Neal. Malone is on the bench. George is fouled out. Lakers have led only by as many as 3. They're up now by 2. And Shaq, cover your head for Kobe Bryant. And the Lakers have their biggest lead tonight of 4.
That is their 28th point of offensive rebound. So if you want to look at the difference of rebounding and points in the paint, that is what the Lakers have been able to do tonight without the Spurs big man.
How much is left in the San Antonio tank? And that is a foul on Malik Rose. He's got 5. Shaq with 6 assists tonight.
Well, he finds a little, normally that's Kobe with a little lob to Shaq. Turned the favor there, and the Lakers now up. That ball went off Kobe's foot, so that'll be out of bounds. They tried to run a quick backdoor play, and Shaq just threw it off the back of Kobe's foot. But down 4 right now. With the Spurs, you got to get a basket here. I mean, you can just see the fatigue starting to set in, and when you don't score, it really takes it out of you.
And they missed their last 5 shots going back to the first overtime. Hart, Fisher is right there. Hart finally finds a little gap to take a shot, and there's Shaquille O'Neal. Spinning by Ginobili and puts on the brakes, and Russell wide open to 5.
So Brian Russell's got to start making that shot. If he's going to help this team, Kevin, he's got to make those open jumpers. He's had about 3 of them here in this last period here. He's going to knock those in.
He's 0 of 4 since coming off the bench. Rose is hemmed in. Foul called. Fisher picks it up. What about conditioning? You know, this time of the season, it really almost shows itself more than in the middle of the season. The best conditioned teams early on usually show that pretty significant.
I think both these teams are very well conditioned. I think it shows the fact they can play at this level tonight. I was very impressed with the Lakers conditioning open tonight against Dallas.
We're in our second overtime from San Antonio. Lakers by 4. You're watching the NBA on TNT. With Starovich, Ginobili, Bowen, and Rose, and another foul. It's on Fisher.
That's a 2-shot foul actually against Kobe because the ball had not been thrown in yet. It's a 2-shot foul.
Bryant, you're right. He's got 4.
Ginobili's so tough to guard. Watch him change direction here, and he's strong, and he's going to run right into Kobe there as he tried to catch up with him. Smart play by Ginobili.
Who's 9 of 11 from the free throw line tonight?
He makes this, it's a one-possession game. I mean, this 2:45 to go. There's still a ton of time in this game.
What a drop for the San Antonio Spurs, though, from the field. 5.5 minutes with nothing from the floor.
That's where you got to get to the line. When we talked about they're going to go zone here now. This is the first time we've seen the Spurs in a zone.
It's Fisher to Bryant. Karl Malone back in the game. Gary Payton. Shot clock is down to 7. Mismatch. Fisher guarded by Nesterovic. Rebound by Karl Malone. A fresh 24 with 2.5 to play. Fisher again looking inside for Shaq, who is held down by Rose. And for Rose, that is number 6, and he is gone. The first Spurs player to foul out tonight.
See, when you play a zone, one of the things that's tough to do is block out. And you got caught with Karl Malone rebounding against the guard on the weak side. That's why you get Robert Horry now. Robert Horry checking in. But again, the second chance opportunities. And Rose had to take that foul. You got to take one for the team.
Robert Horry is in, and disgruntled Malik Rose. 15 points tonight for Rose in 44 minutes. 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Lakers are shooting 45% from the field. Another miss by Fisher. 5 of 18 shooting from the floor. The Spurs' last field goal came with 3:15 left in the first overtime. We're in overtime number 2 right now.
Don't go to sleep on Robert Horry now. He'll shoot a 3.
Ginobili for 3. It's getting ragged, and you can tell there's not much left in the tank for either team. It's Payton slithering down the lane for 2, counting it a foul. And the Lakers back up by 4. The foul is called on Horry for a 3rd time.
Gary Payton loves that cut around it's called the pinch post area, and he loves to turn that corner. Robert Horry a little slow getting there. I think Robert's probably a little stiff. He's been sitting on that bench for a long time.
How about Payton, the first points that he has notched since the 3rd quarter? So Payton has 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists tonight. The Lakers have their biggest lead of 5.
Must possession here.
Robert Horry, guarded by Malone, kind of willing his way down the lane. A foul called on Karl.
That's going to be 6 on Karl Malone.
Second Laker to foul out. He now and Devin George.
Have a smart play on Robert Horry. That's a veteran play. You put the ball on the floor, you feel contact, and you just throw the ball at the basket. And Karl Malone is upset, but he's made a living off that kind of play throughout his career.
How about Malone tonight? 15 points, 19 rebounds for Karl Malone. 43 minutes for the 40-year-old veteran of 19 years.
You know, I talked to him today in the hotel, and we were just talking about conditioning, and he said, you know, I run all summer. I run all game long, and when a guy plays against me, he knows that I'm going to be in top condition, and 19 rebounds. That's amazing. Shaq has 18. Those two guys have 37 rebounds between them.
We're talking about earlier tonight, great runners, big men that run. You ran, John Havlicek ran, and we pointed it out a week ago against Dallas. There may be no better runner in the history of the NBA than Karl Malone.
Especially as a big man. And his philosophy is, I'm going to run the entire game, and I don't think when it's the 4th quarter that you're going to be able to keep up with me. He did it for all those years in Utah, and he's continuing to do it here.
And what do you think Shaq thinks to have a wingman who runs down there like that?
I remember when I was playing for the 76ers, I played with George McGinnis, and we signed Julius Erving. I said, I can't imagine we got George McGinnis on one wing and Julius Erving on the other.
3-point game with 1:21 to play. Kobe Bryant's got 37. Shaq has got 33. 33 for Manu Ginobili. Shaq inside, squeezing the trigger and a foul. There was a lot of congestion in there. Nesterovic was trying to defend. And Nesterovic fouls out with his 6th foul. So now he and Rose are gone for Coach Greg Popovich.
Well, Pop is very upset because he felt like that on that play that Shaq used excessive little arm there to knock Nesterovic back on his heels. I think what he's talking about there is what is a foul and what isn't. And again, I believe that Shaq is the toughest guy in the league to officiate. I mean, he's so powerful. What's a normal move? You see here, he's so strong.
Well, because you're right. Because what's a normal move for him is unlike any normal move for any other player in the NBA.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Now Nesterovic is fouled out, so now they are Turkoglu, who's been sitting on the bench for a long time.
Most of the second half, actually.
Now they have gone to the small ball here, so they're probably going to have to play a lot of zone here in the last minute 14.
Turkoglu has 5 points in the second half, but only 15 minutes for the game. So a fresh pair of legs on the floor for the Spurs. There's Shaq, 9 of 13 from the line, and now 9 of 14.
If he misses this, they're a three-pointer away from time. I mean, it's a lot of time here, a two-possession game.
Lakers have led by 5, and that's been in this overtime. The Spurs have led by as many as 11. And in regulation, the Spurs led most of the second half. 2 misses. And a Laker turnover on top of it.
But he stepped over the line. The free throw shooter, the rule is you cannot cross that line until the ball hits the rim. And watch Shaq here. He realizes it's short. He tries to chase it down before it hits the rim.
Your rule. And Shaq is one of the big violators of that rule. But there have been 3 late violations on the Spurs with Shaq at the line tonight. So 10 for 10. Jason Hart, guarded by Fisher. Horry for 3. Oh! Robert Horry has tied the game at 117.
I told you, don't go to sleep on Robert Horry now. See, Shaq's got to cover him, so he's got to get out that three-point line.
That breaks a drought from the field of over 7 minutes for the San Antonio Spurs. Kobe Bryant. Rebound by Russell and a fresh 24 for the Lakers.
Second shot.
It's Kobe Bryant.
Oh, he wobbled.
Bowen can't get it to go and out of bounds and off the San Antonio Spurs.
Kobe got away with one there. He took 3 steps.
Now,
what's this here? He picks the ball up. Now count them. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that is it's tough to guard that. Robert Horry with the big 3 to tie the game. You see this Spurs bench, and the happiest people right now in America are the New Orleans Hornets. They want the Lakers to play all night long.
They might. They might. We are in double overtime at the end of regulation, tied at 101. At the end of the first overtime, tied at 109. Now we're tied at 117. 24.3 with Doug Collins and Cheryl Miller, Kevin Harlan. Lakers will have the ball.
Well, you know, 24.3, 24 seconds on the shot clock, so you can hold it basically for the last shot. And I'm sure that's what they're going to do. Probably what they're going to do is wind it down, get a shot, and say, maybe we can get an offensive rebound. But they want the last possession. They'd like to score in this possession to win the basketball game.
LA had a big lead of 5 at 117-112 with 90 seconds left in this second overtime. And the Spurs, 5 straight to tie the game for the 16th time, the 16th tie of this contest.
Well, it looked like the Lakers were in control. It looked like the Spurs had nothing left, and all of a sudden they summoned enough to get back into this game. Now can they get another defensive stop? Again, Willis is on Shaq, and you can't give him any layups. You got to take the foul. Hope he'll miss 1 free throw.
Malone is out. Russell is in with Fisher, Payton, Kobe, and Shaq. It's Kobe Bryant against Bowen. For the lead, Kobe Bryant. Rebound inside, Shaquille O'Neal, and fouled inside with 16.9 in overtime number 2.
I'm a little shocked the Lakers went so early on the clock. They had him in 24. And Kobe went to score here. I mean, if the Spurs get the rebound here, they've got about now 15 or 16 seconds to take a chance to win this game. I'm surprised they went so quickly with that.
Shaq 9 of 14 from the free throw line. Robert Horry will set the check in for the lead. O'Neal.
You know, Shaq has always said, I make them when it counts. And, you know, in the playoffs, he's come up with some big, big free throws. I remember that Sacramento series on the road, he stepped up and made some big, big free throws when they needed him.
Well, for the season, Shaq came into the game 8 of 25 tonight from the free throw line, 10 of 15.
Well, the most important thing is the Spurs have to come up with this rebound. You can't take for granted that Shaq is going to make it. You got to block out, and all 5 guys got to go to the boards.
Okay, Ori is in. Malik Rose is fouled out of the game, and here is Shaq again. Hits them both. 2-point Laker lead. And timeout with 16.9 seconds left in the second overtime. Well, this easily for the Los Angeles Lakers, the furthest they have been pushed in their 4-0 start to this season.
Well, they got off to a great start against Dallas and beat them very handily. Went on the road and got a win at Phoenix when Phoenix actually came back, and they made some big plays down the stretch to win at Phoenix. Go home and win a lackluster game at Golden State and had a nice win at Milwaukee. Milwaukee has played very well early in the season, and then they come in here tonight and then have to go to New Orleans tomorrow and play. So this is a tough little stretch of games for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, we mentioned that Robert Horry, of course, had played for the Los Angeles Lakers and won championships. There he was greeted by Shaq before the game. And remember how Robert Horry ended last season missing 24 consecutive three-point attempts in the playoffs. And sure enough, he changes uniforms and nails a triple against his whole team in overtime here tonight.
Well, they've got to be very careful now because Robert Horry is going to try to space the floor. It'll be interesting to see who Phil Jackson goes with here defensively. But when you're playing shorthanded as you are with Greg Popovich, you've lost Nesterovic, you've lost Malik Rose to fouls. You might go for a 3 to try to win this game. Normally the conventional wisdom at home, you play for the tie and try to go into overtime. But being shorthanded, they might try to go for the win here.
How about the fantastic 4 for the Lakers? Kobe, Shaq, Malone, and Payton. 102 of the Lakers' 119 points tonight.
See, now it's interesting. Kevin Willis is in the game. And now that allows Ryan Russell, a smaller player, to play Horry. Had they gone to a smaller lineup, maybe Shaq would have had to play Horry.
Good point. Bowen. Hart. Fisher is on Hart. Ginobili for the tie. Willis for the tie. Rebound Shaq. And a foul by San Antonio. With 5.2 to play in the second overtime.
Looked like Kevin Willis had a chance maybe to go up strong with that ball. I think he rushed this and watch though. Shaq comes over to try to block the shot, which leads Kevin Willis right on the doorstep here for the offensive board. Looks like he has a great opportunity at it right there, but he went one hand with it instead of maybe 2 going up and trying to dunk that basketball. It's been a tough night for Kevin Willis after scoring his 17,000th point the other night. I think he's, what, 0 for 5 tonight?
0 for 5 in 15 minutes of play. And a big body like he is, they need him tonight with the absence of Duncan.
I don't know what the conversation is here about.
Brian Russell will be at the free throw line.
Foul.
Oh, this is a foul away from the ball. So this is really penal for San Antonio because it's going to be 1 free throw for Brian Russell and then the basketball.
Lakers by 2. The Spurs can look at their poor shooting. Only 3 of the last 19 from the field, the last 5 minutes of regulation and overtime. Goes to Gary Payton, who's held by Hart. 4 seconds remaining in the second OT. So Payton, who is 3 of 5 at the free throw line, will be up there with 15 points. 48 minutes. Kobe has played 49 minutes. Shaquille O'Neal has played 50 minutes tonight. And he's over here looking at us for a second. 11 of 16 from the free throw line in this game.
We made the 2 big ones to give them the lead. And Now if Payton can make 2, he'll salt this game away. Now, when he makes this one, it's still a one-possession game, and the Spurs have a timeout. They can take timeout and move the basketball, but first and foremost, they got to get the rebound.
Payton is a career 73% free throw shooter, 69% in this season with the Lakers, and a timeout taken by the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 3. 4 seconds to play in the second overtime. Lakers trying to stay unbeaten and leading San Antonio